Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 850 of the show. And we just got done rant and rave over almost 50 minutes ago, and also Impact was done 50 minutes ago. So we're going to talk about the final Impact before Victory Road 2023. And as you know, can't watch Victory Road tomorrow night, so I'm not going to make any picks and predictions because trying to watch 3 different wrestling shows, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. But I tried multitasking between 2 live streams already, and that's a pain in the butt. So I'm just going to watch SmackDown and AEW Rampage, but I will give the results also on the next Impact for Victory Road as well. So now I'll run it down if I have to. So, or just watch it on a separate day. So see what happens here. So right now, Danny Luna going one-on-one with Deonna Purrazzo. Purrazzo's got a matchup tomorrow against Jordynne Grace, the returning Jordynne Grace. And Purrazzo did pick up the victory after capitalizing on Danny Luna's arm. And it seems like taking the power game from Danny Luna of Subculture. Meanwhile, Crazy Steve was kind of promo about being abandoned by Abyss, Rosemary, Jessica, and Black Taurus, who will be facing this tomorrow at Victory Road as well. So, former DK members going at it. It seems like his friendships are decaying, so to speak. So that's the. I think Crazy Steve has about had enough. It could be a new team of DK, maybe. If I were for Crazy Steve, I would target Father James Mitchell, since he basically started this whole crap, and as simple as that. So, and with Sue Young, So, but Crazy Steve wants to be Crazy Steve. That's all I gotta say. Meanwhile, Tommy Dreamer cut a passionate promo on Kenny King, and that brought Heath to interrupt Dreamer. So I know you got emotional, but I think Heath was trying to pep talk him and saying never give up, don't quit. This is your opportunity. And Tommy Dreamer had his thanks and kind of walked away. Meanwhile, Joe Hendry and Yuya Uemura, who is now known as Joya, which is pretty funny and pretty catchy, took on Champagne Singh and Sierra in their first tag team matchup together. Joya did pick up the victory over Singh and Sierra. Singh and Sierra, I should say. Shing? No, it's Singh, Champagne Singh, and Sierra. Can I get that? Steve Macklin and Bully Ray were kind of promo on their opponents, not only for Victory Road, but for tonight's main event. But Bully Ray's got some reservations about facing PCO and how to take him down. Bully Ray, aces and eights. You should have called on those guys for help. Although you better be thanking your lucky stars PCO wasn't around during that time when you formed aces and eights, because aces and eights would be laid flat on their backs, and including Taz too. So Gia Miller interviewed one of the opponents in the main event, Josh Alexander, who responded to Steve Macklin and Bully Ray, and I think Josh Alexander knows that PCO and him have a game plan. Meanwhile, Subculture, the former Impact World Tag Team Champions, and the former NXT UK Tag Team Champions, remember, before they came up with the name Subculture, took on the team of Rich Swann and Sami Callihan, which the winning team will face either the Rascals or the Motor City Machine Guns for the tag team titles. And Swann and Callihan did end up winning the matchup. Giselle Shaw and the Shantaraj cut a promo on the Knockouts division, and MK Ultra will be facing at Victory Road for those Knockouts, the Impact Knockouts tag team titles. And they probably want. But the Good Hands were talking to the Rascals, and the Rascals kind of responded to the Motor City Machine Guns, who they're challenging for those titles at Victory Road. Kevin Knight took on Leo Rush. Rush wins the match, but ended up attacking Knight afterwards to the point where he tried to use Kushida's hoverlock, elbow lock to send a message to Kushida, and then Kushida chases off Leo Rush, and fights him off. Meanwhile, Dirty Dango and Alpha Bravo, as Johnny Bravo wants to go by, cut a promo on Jake something. And meanwhile, Jordan Grace cut a promo, so to speak, on Deonna Purrazzo, where she just stared at the picture of Deonna Purrazzo 0-4 and tore it up. I think she's about had enough and wants to get that one victory over Deonna Purrazzo. Meanwhile, the contract signing for the Knockouts Championship, Santino Marella was overseeing it, as Alicia Edwards, we call it Delicia. Okay. And Trinity and the Knockouts champion, Alicia, starts saying, hey, we've been here longer than you, yada, yada, yada. And then talk about stupid accents and all that. And then Trinity goes, and then Trinity responded, and then afterwards, Alicia splashed some champagne, splashed some wine into Trinity's face. Both women brawl, and then it got to the point where where Trinity was about to put Alicia through a table, and then Eddie grabs her from behind, and Alicia goes put her through the table, and that's what he did, which Sean Hannafin yelled, USOB, USOB. And Motor City Machine Guns respond to the Rascals on their promo. Meanwhile, the main event, Josh Alexander, PCO, took on Bully Ray and Steve Macklin. And it got to the point where Bully Ray ended up outsmarting PCO after, that's all he had to do was outsmart the guy. But, a low blow while the referee was, because PCO was about to hit Macklin, but Macklin ducked out of the way, almost hit the referee. Bully Ray saw it, low blowed him, picked up the victory over Josh Alexander and PCO, and does not sit well with PCO. And Bully Ray has to face PCO in anything goes match, while Josh Alexander's got Steve Macklin in the matchup at Victory Road. Well, that's all the time we have on this show. I know it's a very short episode, but that's all that happened on Impact tonight. Tomorrow, as you know, the game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring bullseye. And some of my brand new season 2 thumbnails have already been up. As far as the first 3 thumbnails from the game shows that I played, Joker's Wild, Tic Tac Toe, and Bullseye, they're up. And the Card Sharks I just completed. Now I got to do high rollers and press your luck. We'll see what happens there. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day and wonderful night, blessed day, and try to keep cool. It has been a scorcher today, almost 90 degrees, man. Let me tell you. And I think we'll have some rainy weather next week, because I think possibly the remnants of Lee is going to be heading our way. So we'll see what happens. We'll pray that it doesn't hit. We'll see. This prey doesn't hit us in landfall or anything like that. But if it does, if we get some kind of storm, could be just basically a tropical storm, maybe, tops. All right, so I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Episode 850 of Eric Lima Shenanigans is complete. Until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.